Hi there, Gil Guffman here, documentary filmmaker. About a year ago, I came across a guy from the Valley. He goes by 1,000 names. You may know him as the supreme ruler of chaos, the emperor of grief, the slippery serpent. Anyway, I figured he was just another crackpot. But as I continued to look into it, I realized there's more here than meets the eye. I figured, what the hell? It's worth a phone call.
I lead a quiet life. I try not to bother anybody. But in my line of work, you're bound to get a few nuts in your pudding. And that's why when this Gil Guffman guy called me up, I figured he's probably just another crackpot. But the guy was persistent. And I figured, what the hell? Maybe I'll get a free lunch out of it.
He seemed very receptive to the idea. He wanted to meet at Spagos. Within a few minutes, I knew we were onto something. I told him, I think we got a film here.
So I told him, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it my way. None of this Hollywood fluff. You be honest with me, and I'll tell you everything.
I asked him point blank, how do you expect to be taken seriously? Aren't you worried people are gonna think this is just one big joke?
I was having drinks with this colleague of mine the other day, and he told me a joke. It relates directly to our profession. It's perfect, sums it up very nicely.
So he tells me this joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Evil.
Evil who?
Evil who? And that's the joke. Do you get it?
That's the joke, he says. Get it?
It's like, who's evil? Not me. Do you get it?
I didn't get it. At first.
Well, it's a relative term, evil. I mean, a lot of people say that Hitler was evil, and maybe he was, but I'll tell you this much. Every Mother's Day, there's the card and the flowers in the mail. Now, you know what evil is? Evil is old men in big shorts and black socks.
So here's this guy who claims to be Satan's delivery boy. But according to his birth records, he was born October 2nd, 1966 in North Hollywood to a William and Martha Garnish. So I started asking him questions about his childhood. Did he play baseball? Tease girls? Collect dead bugs, just for instance?
Yeah, I was a cute baby, you know, as far as babies go anyway. You know, I'd clean gutters, inflate tires, sew dresses. And I remember we'd have game night too. A bunch of kids sitting around playing Go Fish, whatever the hell kids play. The neighbors did complain once though. I think the point spread on the Knicks game was too wide. We called him Pitbull. He was the local bad kid in the neighborhood. I would always say, Pitbull, don't do that. That's bad. The whole clubhouse thing, that was his idea. Truth be told, he was a bad influence upon me.
As an adult, Norman had some trouble conforming to legal standards. After paying his debt to society, in 1994, Norman established HAME, Humans Against Morality and Ethics. We wanted to find out exactly what they do.
What do we do? Well, we spend our days trying to convince people that, hey, there's not just one way. There's lots of ways. I mean, you only live once, right? Do whatever the hell you want to do. What do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna get to heaven, there's gonna be milk and cookies and supermodels? I mean, grow up.
We advocate the complete elimination of all endangered species. Anybody making that kind of money probably shouldn't be voting anyway. We feel that these frivolous creatures, they waste natural resources that could otherwise be used for mass human consumption and greed. You make less than $30,000 a year. Are you sure, sir? Because I have in my, well, does that include tips?
Yes, that's exactly it. That's what you're going for. It's like fishing. You know, you throw it out there and you reel them back in and then you got them. It's like, you're my fish now, you little bitch. But mostly it's about professionalism. It's about respect, and it's about dignity. And that's what this country needs right now. This country, which I 'tis of thee as much as anybody else. I understand dignity.
I've taken many forms in the past 5,000 years, Gil. Goat, dog, chicken.
And you claim to be the devil.
A devil. A devil.
So there are more of you.
Oh, yes, we're everywhere. We're behind that bush, around the corner, under the bridge. We're like little Yodas. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
So have you ever actually spoken with God?
Technically, Lucifer works under him, though they have had a bit of a falling out lately. And I work under Satan, who works under, well, Satan works let's just say he knows me on a first name basis.
So next to God himself, or herself, Lucifer is the big guy. He is the head cheese. I mean, he is the CEO of hell.
Yeah. I work with Satan on a more day-to-day basis.
We are about to enter the file room of the devil. Now, to our knowledge, no person has ever set foot inside this room before this very moment. Here we go. To our knowledge, only one person has ever set foot inside this room before this very moment. We're going in. Only one person plus his staff has ever been in here before.
This is all temporary, of course, but this is where we keep our files.
What kind of information do you keep on these people?
Well, when we first meet a client, we begin to build a file on them. You know, their likes, their dislikes, and you know, whether or not they have any bad habits, or whether or not they've dishonored any of the commandments. You know, like adultery or murder or child perversion. And then we just list all of this onto one of our standard forms. And at first we just put everything on index cards, but since we've entered the digital age, well, as you can see, everything is all computerized now.
It looks very well organized. Could we see a sample file?
Oh no, Gil, it's all very, it's very...
Just one little file.
Just
Give us something.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I've always been really interested in the origins of the devil. You know, the mythology and the intrigue and the mystery of it. You know, I haven't met Norman yet, not personally. Gil doesn't want me to meet him, and I would think that being the producer of the film, that it would be prudent for me to meet the guy we're about to make the film about. But Gil doesn't want me to meet him, so. But Gil is the guy with the vision, you know. So I guess we'll just, I'll just watch the dailies come in every day and see what happens from there, you know. Day one, woo, action. Always wanted to say that.
No, Norman does not do kiddie parties anymore. Well, there was a series of accidents, apparently, yeah. Well, the one that stands out in my mind the most is one with Mr. Bilbo the Clown. Apparently, the devil and clowns don't mix. Who thought that, huh? It was a horrific balloon accident. Look, Mr. Bilbo's still in the hospital. You don't want the particulars on this one? No. Oh, this is a toga party. Well, you know what? That's completely different. You know what? Luke can make that happen. Give me a date. I said to him, Norman, you have a vision. I make people like you heard by the public. Because I'm an artist myself. I paint murals. Well, I'd like to someday, you know. So one night, Norman and I are dining at House of Pies. Fabulous pies at House of Pies, by the way. And Norman is relating to me, Lou Bossanova, the actual true story of King Henry VIII. How it's Norman who influenced that fat bastard of a king to lop the heads off of his wives, okay? If it wasn't for Norman, that schmuck of a king, you know what? He would just be another one of those ex-VI guys. Nobody would know him. So you know what? I told Norman, I said, Norman, this stuff is priceless. You gotta write it down. This is where my brilliance came in. I said, Norman, you gotta write it down in a book. And he did. Albeit that Norman has been around the block, as it were, he has come to know virtually every important person who's ever lived. One in particular, about this guy Nolan and his boat, cracks me up every time that I think about
Noah.
it.
It's Noah.
What?
Not Nolan, it's Noah.
Are you sure? Excuse me, it's Noah. Apparently Noah has built this huge boat in his garage, and it's finished, and it's too big to get out through the garage.
It's an ark, though. It's an ark.
I thought it was a boat.
Noah's ark.
But an ark is not a boat, it's a half a circle. I mean, I know from boats.
Yeah, but that's where they got the name, though. Ark.
That's not an ark, that's 2 L's. Here, there's your ark.
That's not an ark. That's a.
Fingers together, fingers together.
Got it.
Again? That's the 5th one this week. You are the worst apprentice I have ever had. I'm never going to get this thing done.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's not a boat. It's an ark. How many times do I have to tell you? The Lord came to me and he said, Noah, there is too much wickedness in the world. You will build an ark of 300 cubits. Thou shalt collect 2 of every animal. I will make it rain for 40 days and 40 nights. You, Noah, and your family shall be the only survivor. And you will save the world.
40 days, 40 nights.
Sorry.
He asked if we could lock him up all day, put him in a straitjacket and beat him with a stick. He refused to take a shower and insisted on being hosed down. Then he wanted to be hooked up to that electric thing, like Jack in that movie, and wanted it cranked up to its maximum setting.
This is Margaret. She's my secretary.
Hey, may I help you? Could you hold, please? Hey, may I help you? Oh, that would be the contract department. Let me transfer you. Oh, okie dokie.
She's my eyes and ears. Everything I know, Margaret knows first.
Am I gonna look fat on camera? Because maybe I could change my dress.
Yeah, maybe.
I met Margaret in a pottery class. She was making a bust of Lenin. Not John, the other guy. And I started thinking, wow, communism, that's some of our best stuff. Well, I mean, assuming that you buy into the capitalistic ideal that states that communism is evil. Which I kind of do.
Today and tempt some of those old farts with some cute hobbies.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, what about the congressman?
Signed him 9 o'clock this morning. Oh, Norman's a good boss. He treats us all real good. I mean, yeah, I work for the devil, but every other Friday we have lunch catered, so.
Lunch, guys. Lunch. Hey, you get any biscuits?
I want a breast this week.
Any slaw? Hey, I don't have any biscuits.
Guys, always taking my
The
breast.
slaw smelled on the gravy. Hey, I still don't see any biscuits.
I got the plates.
I can't eat this. I'm getting a burger.
It's not like we're doing anything wrong. We're just collecting information on people. We're like the credit bureaus. If you get on our list, then it means that, you did something wrong.
We're hip. We've even got our own website now. www.evil.42_.DDC.com. Evil.com was taken.
Very, very clearly states for eternity. I'm looking at it right now. I understand it. I understand.
You know, of all the women I've ever met, I don't think I've ever met anyone quite like Natalie. I remember the day we met. I was taking a bus downtown, and the bus driver runs a red light, slams right in the back of this Honda, and this feisty little blonde thing just comes staring out. The bus driver's saying, I'm sorry. She catches him with a right hook right to the nose, splits it straight up the middle. Poor guy goes to the ground. She puts a knee in his throat. And she's so cute the whole time. Her hair's flying all over the place. Specks of blood. Yeah, she's a perfect girl for me. My little angel.
I try to come up with ideas for the business.
She
I mean, not that I'm experienced in his line of work,
oh,
but
no, no, she's great. She is. You are. She came up with this. You remember the pen thing?
Oh, yeah.
She put the name of the company on the side of a pen.
The pen, and then when someone gets it, then they might look at it.
Right. And then they'd be like, oh, hey, I'll call those guys. It's-
Norman, how about magnets? It's a gift.
What kind of party?
It's her birthday.
Birthday party.
Yeah, she's gonna be 30.
She's not 30.
Uh-huh.
No, she's not 30.
She told me.
What kind of party?
It's exciting dating the devil. I mean, he's like a celebrity, right?
She's not a celebrity.
Well,
I'm
people
just-
in the street are like, hey, devil!
No, they do.
It's
very
true.
sweet.
Oh, don't be modest,
I'm
Norman.
not being modest. I just...
No, he gets recognized all the time.
Excuse me, aren't you the,
Hello, how are you?
I attended your seminar. Lie Your Way to the Top, a mental and physical approach to success.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Wow, you're the devil. I'm a big fan. I've been studying satanic rituals and witchcraft since 9.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, can I have your autograph?
I really... Sure.
Thanks. To Daryl.
Daryl...
With love.
There you go.
Thanks. Do you know who you sit next to?
No, please.
I mean, this is the epitome of damnation, the cosmology of black sheep. It's the Prince of Darkness, and he's sitting right next to you, eating dinner.
Hi,
So you better watch it, baby, because he'll wail on you, baby. He'll wail on you.
Actually, there would be no whaling tonight.
Oh, sorry.
Look, we're trying to have dinner here.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thanks. Hey, keep up the good work.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you smell what the devil's cooking, people?
Wow. Well, we fight as much as any other couple.
We have disagreements. That doesn't...
We fight about normal things. No,
Right.
because we are normal.
Right, like other normal people.
Well, I mean, I'm normal.
And I'm normal too, Natalie.
Well, Norman, I don't know if you're normal.
I'm as normal as anybody else.
Normal. You're an AN. Anyway, we fight about regular stuff.
You two are engaged.
Yeah, 3 months now.
Yeah, the wedding's in June.
And Natalie, how did your parents take the news that you were going to marry Norman?
They were upset.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, they were really upset.
I felt bad about the golf club, so I bought him a whole new set.
It cost us a fortune. They were Callaway's.
Bottom line is, I make a good living. That's all that really matters. In the end, we worked it all out.
Let's talk about children. Do you have any plans for any bambinos, the rugrats, those little devils?
Yes, we've talked about children, and we plan to have 6.
6.
6.
And Norman, would you be upset if your kids decided not to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I certainly would be happy if they did. I mean, it's a good, solid job, a good future. But, no, I think if any of our kids decided to be, I don't know, a doctor, for example, or an architect, we'd be very supportive.
As long as they're happy.
Norman, tell us a little something about your folks, your birth parents, Bill and Martha Garnish.
We have a good relationship for the most part. I'm closer to my mom. My dad never really understood me.
Not so much.
Norman was a good boy. He just had a few problems as a child.
What are you talking about, a good boy? He was a menace.
Bill?
One time he said his secret phone broke.
Oh, not that story again.
The secret phone he used to talk to aliens from outer space.
It wasn't aliens. It was Satan.
Alien, Satan, what's the difference? Anyway, he said he needed some spare parts from the garage. I said, fine, whatever. The first thing I knew, my ham radio was completely disassembled. He ravaged the car radio. Do you remember that?
Yes.
He never respected anyone's private property.
Well, it worked.
What worked?
That radio he built, he was talking to someone on it all night long.
An alien?
I don't know.
I offered to let him manage one of my laundromats in '93. Do you remember that disaster?
That wasn't his fault.
3 days later, it burnt to the ground.
That wasn't his fault, I tell you.
Awesome. That's what the police report said, Martha. He wanted to have poker night at the laundromat, and his friends said they wanted to make the place look more like home. So they set the whole place on fire. He's a menace.
Norman just had a few bad friends.
Oh.
I mean, I really didn't think at the time that he actually thought of himself as a devil, you know. I certainly didn't think that he could make a career out of it. Look at him now, though. The guy's famous, huh? I mean, ain't that a kicker?
Marty, hey, listen. I've been watching the dailies coming in the last couple of weeks, and no. After some begging, he finally introduced me to Norman. Oh, he's quite a character, I guess. Listen, Marty. Listen, I thought that this film was going to be, you know, the Civil War meets Bedazzled, but instead, it's about a schmuck from the valley.
Oh, darling, come in. Mwah, mwah. These are the boys.
Boy.
Have a seat. Oh. Lou, this book is a masterpiece.
Didn't I tell you it was something else?
Well, I had my doubts, Lou. Your average clientele is not so talented in any arena in which they are standing up and fully clothed. But all of us here at Press Publishing are very impressed with this book. It's absolutely hilarious.
It's the funniest thing I've read since Bonfire of the Vanities.
It's better. I mean, I almost died reading the Hitler in the bunker scene. That was a gem. When he told Hitler enough with the Jews already and move over to another race like the Italians.
Oh, wait a second. You don't understand. The book is not a comedy. It's Norman's memoirs.
Lou, sweetheart, what are you talking about? This is gold! And the fact that Norman wrote it as an autobiography is what makes it so hilarious. I mean, this has got to be the most incompetent devil in the world. Oh, I think you should write another chapter in which he's so incompetent that Satan and Lucifer get together, they decide to kick him out of hell entirely.
They could have a trial.
That's good.
You guys don't get it. The events in this book are real.
And you expect me to believe this is a work of nonfiction? What are you, crazy?
You should meet Norman. Talk to him. See for yourself.
Well, I would love to meet the man who wrote this book, but Lou, you make no mistake. I am going to market this as a comedy.
You can't do that. It would make Norman very, very angry.
Well, what's he gonna do? Send us all to hell?
Oh, Lou, darling. We have a masterpiece here. Now, whether or not your client's a little sugar, frankly, I could care less. But you play your cards right, and I can make you a deal that is going to make both you and your little devil friend very, very happy.
Very happy?
Ooh.
So this is just like a marketing ploy.
Oh, now you're getting it. Now, the first thing we need to do is call the New York Times, and then let's call Oprah. Oh, is she going to have fun with him?
And she's thin again.
She loved it?
Fiona said it was a masterpiece. Those were her exact words.
A masterpiece?
Do you know what this could mean?
Bestseller.
A complete rewrite of history. Ooh, they're gonna have to throw out all the history books. They're gonna make my book the new history book for all the colleges, all the universities, all the high schools. And we'll have to get it translated in all the languages of the world. Oh, we should also probably call the TV people. No, cable. Cable.
No,
We'll get a
no,
cable
not
special.
no
And then
TV.
we'll do like a crossover market thing with the fast food restaurants. You know, the little pitchfork, and the kids could stab each other. That would be. Oh, and a celebrity golf tournament. That
No celebrity golf tournament! Norman, they want to experiment with the marketing.
Yes. What does that mean?
I have some ideas.
You know what, Lou? I'm gonna rewrite the book, okay? I'm gonna rewrite the book. I'm gonna take out all the funny parts. What the hell do they think is funny anyway?
Well, it's just your point of view of the way things happen.
Do you think it's funny?
I'm an agent, for Christ's sake. I mean, what do I know from funny, huh?
Hey.
I did it. I stayed up the entire night. I rewrote the entire thing.
Good.
They said that it was funny, so I took out all the comedy parts.
Do you want some coffee?
Would you read my book, please, Natalie, and tell me if you think it's funny?
How about a waffle?
Honey, could you read my book now, please?
Eggs?
Now!
Oh,
Well, is it funny?
it's not funny. It's all in black and white. Black and white are very serious colors.
Thank you. Nobody is going to tell me that I am funny.
Oh, honey, you are so not funny.
I have to take this to Lou now.
No, Marty. Marty, I think that the crew thinks that this whole thing is some kind of a joke.
I'm not funny. I'm the devil.
No, it's something else. It's weird. It's like they're snickering and stuff. And when I walk by, they all stop talking. What do you mean I should be used to that?
Hi. How you?
Tell us about Satan. I mean, we have this image of him as this dark and evil being.
No, Gil. Satan is just like everybody else.
Regular guy.
A regular guy, yes. Sure, he gets angry once in a while, but he has a very demanding job. You'd get angry too. He likes to have fun too. I remember one time a bunch of us got together. We wanted to pull a prank on him, so we decided to do that whole bucket over the door rig, you know, where you walk through and. And he comes walking through the door, and the whole thing, the bucket, water, everything, right down on his head. He laughed it all off. It was a riot.
Okay.
Abraham was I don't know, this guy was just, I don't know, Abraham. I tried reasoning with him. I tried to open up the valve of communication between he and his, just stubborn as a mule, Abraham.
Mule?
Every time I
A mule by any other name, would not it smell as sweet? I ever tell you that my mother wanted to name me Abraham?
Abraham Diamond Bossa Nova.
That's kind of a ring to it, doesn't it?
No.
Honest Abe. Abe can do it. Besides, it sounds the same forwards and backwards. Yeah. Go ahead, say it.
Eba.
How are you spelling that?
What have we learned from this? Isaac?
That I should stop complaining about my chores and pay more attention to my studies.
Good. Abraham?
That I shouldn't sacrifice any more of my children when I hear voices that may or may not come from God.
Do we feel better? How about a group hug? Abraham, come on. Good. Well, our time is up. Same place next Tuesday.
I thought at first he was a homosexual.
Ew.
Well, I did. How else do you explain what's wrong with him? He's a little funny in the head.
Norman was always a very creative person.
That's what you call it, creative?
Yes, he used to draw the most beautiful pictures for me.
People burning in flames with taskmasters whipping them. This is beautiful to you?
His use of color is genius, like Van Gogh. That's what Mr. Donaldson said.
He was a little light in his loafers, that art teacher.
Bill, the insurance company paid for your damned burned laundromat.
And what about the pain and the heartache?
Oh, here we go with the pain and the heartache.
Well, there is no compensation for that.
Norman and his gang lived just down the street from me about 20 years ago. I remember he'd come over and offer to mow my lawn for $1. The next thing I knew, he dropped off a contract. A contract to mow my lawn. On page 18, in very small print, it said, at Norman's discretion, he can waive the fee of $1 and take instead Dorothy Quimbley's soul as payment for mowing her lawn. I was flabbergasted.
Oh, and Norman is such a baby when he is sick.
I'm not a baby
Yeah,
when I'm...
you would think that the world is coming to an end.
Well, not till 7012. That's not that
Oh, it's like, oh, I'm so sick. My head is hot.
Your head's gonna be hot in a minute.
I need some water.
I can't breathe.
You gotta put your head in a big bowl of steam.
You need to stick your head up here.
You get a smidgen of a temperature and you want me to call 911?
No, I do not.
It's
No,
true.
you know that's not
And
true,
you're always
Natalie.
whining,
I am not.
Norman.
I do not whine.
Just like right now.
No, I'm not.
You're doing it.
Natalie,
Right there.
Natalie, you know how weak this body is.
Yeah, I do.
Are you contagious? Because I didn't take my echinacea this morning.
Just read my mail, Margaret.
Oh, he gets a lot of fan mail.
Get a lot of letters.
Like dozens and thousands of letters.
No more than,
It's true.
say, Tom Cruise, my gad.
Dear Mr. Garnish, you scum-sucking prick.
I'm a lot like Tom Cruise in a lot of ways. You know, we share a lot of the same sort of...
Honey, come on. I mean, you're sweet, but Tom Cruise?
I'm pretty Tom Cruiser-ish. Have you ever seen me?
Okay, honey. You'll be Tom Cruiser-ish.
You know, you're no Meg Ryan.
Who's Meg Ryan? Exactly.
The human body is susceptible to illness and disease, but with proper training, it can serve its needs. That's why I firmly believe in exercise.
You firmly believe in exercise?
Yes, Natalie, I do. I exercise quite a lot, actually.
I've never seen you exercise.
I exercise in the garage with the long thing with the heavy parts at the end.
Barbells?
Yes, the barbells. I use the barbells a lot. I also spend a lot of time on the runny loopy thing.
Treadmill?
Yes, the treadmill. I know what it's called.
The runny loopy thing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Gil, come in,
Hey,
sit down.
Marty, how are you?
Can I get you something cold to drink?
No, that's
Iced
okay.
tea,
No,
soda,
no, it's all right.
a juice.
No,
How's about a nice cold seltzer?
A seltzer is good.
Stella, would you please get Mr. Guffman a nice glass of seltzer and a tuna fish sandwich?
So have you seen some of the footage?
I've seen the footage, Gil.
What do you think?
And to tell you the truth, I'm a little concerned.
Really?
How do I put this? The guy is a schlemiel. He's a plain schmuck.
Schmuck?
He's not really, you know, scary. Boo!
He's not a ghost, Marty.
I know. I don't mean scary Halloween boo. I mean this guy is supposed to be the epitome of evil. And instead, he's pulling your putts.
You couldn't have seen all the footage, Marty.
No, I haven't.
I mean, because the footage I got today was pearl, Marty. It was pearl. A gem, I'm telling you.
I've already sold the film to cable and PBS sight unseen. Gil, do you know what that means? That means that I have a relationship with people that trust what I tell them. They believe in my product.
You don't have to worry, Marty.
What this film needs is some fire and brimstone and shit.
Fire and brimstone.
Yeah, you know, I want to see Armageddon. I want to see catastrophe, some blood and guts.
This really isn't an Armageddon-type movie.
I can count on you for this, can't I, Gil? Fire, hell, something scary for the kids.
Kids?
Yeah, we want to sell this to HBO. You know, like the dinosaur films? Remember the dinosaur films? By the way, can we put in some special effects, CGI, computer stuff? You know, like the dinosaur crap, but for devils.
Marty, I'm not sure we're on the same page here.
I can count on you for this, can't I, Gil?
Fire and brimstone.
I knew you would understand. Stella, where the hell is Mr. Guffman Seltzer?
Lou, I'm having a problem.
Norman, my office is always open to you.
Did you read the rewrite?
Yes, I did. I sent it over with a note saying this is exactly what we want published.
Good, good. I want all the copies of that funny book burned, Lou.
Consider done. I would go out and do it myself right now, but I'm currently out of matches.
I gotta change my image, Lou. I need your support on this, okay? I'm the devil, goddammit. I deserve some goddamn respect.
Couldn't agree with you more. You know what you need?
What?
You need a commanding presence.
Yes.
You need a menacing look.
Exactly.
I have exactly what you need. Dr. Melvin!
Plastic surgery?
Oh, yeah. He'll do some stuff with your eyes. He'll give your nose a big hook. He'll make you look real menacing. Evil.
I'm not very good with anesthesia.
He has been very good to some of my clients, if you know what I mean. And he'll throw in a free tummy tuck. Now, are you ready for some big news? I have booked you on The Lonnie and Cherie Show.
Lonnie and Cherie? Lou, look at me. If you think I'm desperate enough to go on some has-been ex-teen idol country pop / rock Christian crap show, you're out of your mind.
They're sending a limo for us.
Okay.
I think you should wear your blue suit.
Blue? I don't look good in blue. I think the green. With the brown tie with the paisleys?
That's with the cleaners.
Nat, that's my favorite tie.
Well, Norman, it was dirty. What do you want me to do?
My big day, she takes my favorite tie to the cleaners.
You know, I don't think you should wear a tie anyway. It makes you look too corporate.
I don't want corporate.
No, you want classy.
Classy. How about my V-neck?
I know. You should wear your black suit. The one your mother got you for your birthday.
You think?
Yeah, it's classy.
Yeah, because you can't be classy and funny at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Hollywood, Lonnie and Cherie.
You want my opinion? You start with the Madonna Pope bit.
Yeah? Are you sure?
They're Mormons, okay? They're gonna eat that stuff up.
I'm thinking something from the 60s.
The 60s? That's great. Kennedy was humping anything that moved. He's like a rabbit.
No, the 1460s, like Tacomata, the Spanish Inquisition, or the Plague. I love that. Ow.
Plague wasn't killing them then. It's not gonna work now. Think about your audience. Trailer trash. They don't know Spanish Inquisition from Spanish omelet.
Spanish omelet? What?
It's an egg dish made with spices. That's not important. You know what it is? You gotta become the hip and happening devil. You gotta be down with your bad self. Think about teenage girls groveling at your feet, okay? Think boy bands.
Boy band?
Yeah. Puberty.
I can do that.
Yeah, come on, dance with Lou.
Yeah, I can. I'm hip. Happening. Hip happening. Hip happening. Happening. Hip.
Hello, Mr. Bossa Nova.
That is I. My boy is ready.
Yes. Could I just have a word with you, please? I'm really sorry about this, Mr. Bossa Nova, but Lonnie and Cherie are running a little late, and well, we're gonna have to bump you. Yeah.
My ears have obviously stopped working. You're gonna have to say that again one more time.
We're really sorry about this, Mr. Bossa Nova, but the wildlife specialist, well, he's running a little bit over. You know how these things happen. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
What has he got out there? A giant ape humping a Komodo dragon?
Oh, you know, I'm not sure what he has. Let's see. Oh, looky there. He's got several exotic animals, yeah.
You know what I got? I got the flippin' devil.
Hello, Mr. Devil. How are you?
No, not Mr. Devil. He's the devil. Fire, brim. Don't you get it, you big fairy?
Please, Mr. Bossa Nova. Now, these things happen. Let me show you to the door.
Oh, I'm gonna show you things happen.
Yeah.
Bonnie, you little pussy, I'm gonna kick
I
your
am
ass.
so sorry about this, Mr. Devil. Really, coming all the way up here and everything. You know what? We're gonna validate your parking. That's right. Bye-bye. I am not cleaning up this mess.
You call Noah, Abraham, and Moses the three stooges of the Bible.
That's right.
Now, we've talked about Moe and Larry. The cat I'm really interested in is the last stooge, Moses. What was Moses like?
Pharaoh, I have shown you the power of our God. You have seen 6 plagues cast upon Egypt. Is this not enough to soften your heart? Will you now let my people go?
I have seen the power of your God, and he holds much strength. I have decided to let your...
Could I, have a word with you, my lord?
Pardon me, Moses.
What are you doing?
I was just going to talk to Moses about the plagues.
No, you weren't. You were about to give in, weren't you?
No!
Pharaoh was a mama's boy.
He was not a mama's boy, Lou. He
wore a dress.
It was a tunic. He was a nice guy.
Pardon me, Pharaoh.
Just a second! Sometimes he really rubs me the wrong way.
I know. He was a good guy. He just needed a little gentle persuasion, that's all.
I've got this whole pyramid thing going. My wife brings this Sphinx project, and these stones, they're heavy.
Should have gently persuaded him with that staff up his cooler.
The staff. That reminds me. I actually brought along with me this. This is the actual staff.
That's the actual staff that Charlton Heston used?
No.
Shouldn't be in a museum.
Lou, it was a gift. Lou, did you even read my book?
Of course. I mean, I read the chapter titles. Too many words. We need more pictures. I think would really help in marketing toward the elderly and...
And what, Lou? And the illiterate?
Just because some guy's mom gets knocked up and she decides not to get married doesn't mean that he would not enjoy thumbing through a good book any less than the rest of us. You know what I'm talking about? Always use a condom.
So I'm thinking we start wide and then we come in
How are you
close.
gonna cut that?
Paul, who cares? It's a documentary.
Jesus! What the hell happened in here?
Whoever did this is one sick puppy.
Oh, this isn't one of Norman's twisted little jokes.
Norman could never do anything like this. Oh,
Yeah, then who, Gil?
that's not real blood on the wall, is it?
Get this on film. I want all of this on film.
Is that a chicken on my desk? No, there's somebody cut up a chicken and put it down. It's not on my desk.
Worth it, man.
No, I'm telling you, that's gonna roll.
I can't go back to the office, Marty, because it got destroyed. Remember, Marty? Remember that one? Yeah. Oh, you want to fax that over to you? Oh, well, let me step into the copy room, Marty. Here we go, into the copy room. Now I'm in the copy room. Oh, and let me hang on my phone, too, because I've only got one fucking cigarette player. I went to film school, Marty. I am a motivated and intelligent person, and I do not deserve to be treated like this. Am I blocking your driveway? Yeah, you know, we're all trying to get past it in our own way, you know. And, I'm talking to my therapist a lot, and he has me going home a different route, because the old way, takes me past the Chicken Palace.
We do get some complaints.
And we try to listen to everyone.
It says right here in black and red that you wanted to have sexual intercourse with a supermodel.
But she weighed 350 pounds.
But she is considered to be a supermodel in the country of Marumbo.
Where the heck is Marumbo? I live in Woodland Hills, for crying out loud.
If they have a good argument, then we do amend their original contract and give them a refund. But to be honest, it's really quite rare. These contracts are pretty strict.
Complaints? I wouldn't call them complaints. I mean, it says here, win the lottery.
Win the lottery? $5? What is a $5? You're supposed to win $1 million when you play a lottery.
Like Mr. Hamasoto, I'd be happy to give you another ticket. I can't guarantee any winning.
Yeah?
They're more like misunderstandings.
I sell my sword for $5.
Oh, well, if you want to look at it that way, yeah. You have to specify the exact dollar amount. I mean, if it's empty, I'm just gonna write something in. Anything.
This is totally unacceptable. In my country, you would be hanging from your tippy toes until they fall off one by one.
So let me get this straight. You didn't want your mother to get hit by a truck. You wanted your mother-in-law to get hit by a truck. Ah, I got it.
My poor mother, she's in hospital on life support. She says to me, Mama, I'm going to meet my maker.
I really don't like my mother.
She raised me since I was this high.
Aww.
She used to sing to me, Inchikidana, dane ye pardana, Inchikidana, dane ye pardana. Shut up!
This is where I come and get away from it all. I like to think right here, you know. If you listen, you can almost hear nature. I hear the sound. Just listen. It's nice, isn't it?
Very.
It's peaceful.
Tranquil. What was that? Where's Sam? He was right here. Sam! Sam! What the hell is this? That's a pentagram. Some say it's a sign of the witch, the evil spirit, and the devil. Look over there. What the hell is that? Dude, that is not human.
I thought the sign of the devil had 8 points.
It's an octagon.
Right. Octa for 8. I keep forgetting that.
What's going on, Paul? Where is everybody?
They're gone.
What do you mean they're gone? Where's the film crew, Paul?
They've taken other jobs, Gil.
What kind of bullshit is this?
I tried to tell you they think it's a joke. A goddamn joke. They're laughing behind your back, Gil.
No, nobody laughs at Gil Guffman. I won 2 Golden Eagle Awards.
Yeah, and what the fuck was that with Sam out in the forest? Nobody's seen him for 4 days. I got his kids calling me. They go, where's my daddy? What the fuck am I supposed to tell them, Gil? And what about that dead chicken on your desk?
The goddamn chicken. See, that's it.
That's what I'm talking about, Gil. This whole project is freaking everybody out. The crew has approached me and asked me to take all of their names off of the film.
I've never heard of that. That is so completely unprofessional.
Thank you very much. Bottom line, we don't have a crew.
Yeah, well, I've got a film to make here, all right? And how can I make a film without a film crew? Who's this?
That's Ricky. He's a film student.
From what college?
Jefferson High.
High school? We couldn't get a film student from college? Oh, screw it. How you doing, Jimmy?
Ricky,
whatever. You're the new film crew. Get me some coffee.
Through the years, I've collected many artifacts. This is one I think I'm most proud of. I'm not going to talk to you about this. This was the Cup of Christ. I was helping him with his speech. You don't auction somebody's private property on your personal website. He's coming back in like 5 years. He's gonna want it.
He's dead. He's not coming back.
This is my.
You don't
let
let me sell Moses' coming back.
Lou, I'm not having this argument with you again.
I can't sell his cup. I
No,
can't
you
sell
can't sell the
Moses'
cup.
staff.
No, you.
You don't let me sell that white statue that belongs to that lot guy.
They were given to me.
Oh, this is different.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
The
Good. Shall. No. It's okay. Calm down.
I'm never gonna be able to do this.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're the son of God. You can beat this thing. Let's do our vows. A. E. Good. You're getting it.
Hey, it's your Uncle Lou. Presents hot off the presses for you, and one for your lovely mother. How's her gout?
Oh, come see, come ça.
Oh, here for you. It's a book. Here, and for you, don't know what you'll do with that. Here. What do you think of the cover?
I'm picking my nose.
No. You're thinking.
I'm picking my nose. Wait, Lou, this isn't right. This is not the rewrite. This is the first book. This is the funny book, Lou.
They didn't go for it. They liked the other book better.
Why didn't you tell me?
The other one's not a book. It's just a list of how things happen in history. You put a box next to each event marked true or false. It's boring. How much time did you spend on that book? What? A night?
Yes, one night, yes.
It's definitely cute.
I don't want to be cute, Margaret. I want to strike fear in the hearts of men. How come none of you can understand this? This is all wrong.
Norman, every writer has to make sacrifices, a.k.a. concessions, to get their work out there to the people.
You know what? There's not going to be any more work, Lou, okay? This is it. I'm not writing any more of this crap. There's nothing left to write about it.
I'm sorry, I read a funny part.
Ooh, what page?
Great! Terrific! I'm going to be a laughingstock in front of all my peers! Ha ha ha!
As a devil's advocate, figuratively speaking, there are parts of this book that are funny, but not all of it. I mean, for example, they talk about your birth date right here, and that's not funny. I mean, that is definitely not funny.
What the hell? Hey, who the hell are you? What are you doing in my... Get the hell out of my office, huh?
Fake you are, not what you say.
Oh my God, you're disgusting.
Satan am I, ruler of hell.
Look, pal, Satan's got auburn hair and blue eyes and damn, do you stink.
Stench of dogs and foul rats I smell.
Oh, I get it. This is a family dispute.
I will drink your blood and eat your liver.
Christ, I wish you'd eat a breath mint. Come on, man. I'm serious. I'm gonna call security. Go on. Hey, put it down. Put that down.
This is caca.
Well, it's the first draft. You know, I told you the rewrite was better. This is the... Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, yeah, that's classy. That's nice. I just had these cleaned. Come on.
Pay for your lies, you will.
Yeah, pay for my carpet, you will. Come on, get out of here. I'm serious. Oh, man, look at this mess. I gotta get an alarm. Oh.
It was red.
It was yellow.
It was red.
Norman, you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what Lou, you tried to bribe a cop.
You're the devil. I thought you might have a little pull. Come on.
What is this place again?
I told you, it's perfect for your supporters. Over 90% of these people vote.
I'm not running for office, Lou. An old age home? Are you kidding me?
They're the perfect audience for you. A, they're attentive. B, they're intelligent. And C, most of them don't have the strength to get up and leave. Come on. Be great. No, Norman. We have a small window between baskets and dance.
I'm not doing this.
Yes, you are.
Hello. How are all of you this afternoon? Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Norman. And I am here to try and convince you to think about life differently. Yes, sir, you have a question.
When's the magic show?
2 o'clock. Apparently they got a guy coming with a hat and a rabbit.
Never have I been so embarrassed in all my life. Half of them couldn't hear a word I was saying. I kept on getting looks from that weird lady with a wart the size of a basketball, and Mrs. Beasley threw up on me.
No, she didn't throw up. She regurgitated some of her lunch. They had pot roast. It doesn't sit well with the old, that's it.
I gotta get better gigs, Lou.
Lou can get you better gigs. I hear Arsenio's coming back. Woo, woo.
Where is she?
She's not here.
I want to know when the last time is you saw her.
I told you.
Did that bitch sleep in our bed?
Natalie.
The bed that you said you loved me more than any other woman ever.
She read chapter 2. It's where I talk about Eve.
She's a slut. And a whore. And a homewrecker.
She's a woman I had a little affair with.
A long time ago!
Shit.
Honey, I told you she doesn't mean anything to me.
Why don't you go be with her? She's the one you want to be with. I hate her.
You're just a mess. Look at you. God, you're all disproportionate and lumpy. What the hell are those? What do you call these things?
My name is Eve.
Yeah. Oh. So what is it you do here? Eve? What, you just hang out here in this nudie paradise park kind of place?
This is our home.
Yeah, no, I got that. Okay. Stay. Okay. Eve, what would you say if I told you I could offer you emotion beyond your imagination? Greed, pride, lust. Yeah. Oh, son of a holy mother! I'm hungry. You hungry? What do you got to eat around here?
You are welcome to eat of the basket.
No, I tell you what. These look pretty good. How about one of these?
Oh, no. Adam told me never to eat the fruit that grows on that tree. It's...
Yeah. Forbidden. Blah, blah, blah. I know. What, sweetie? You gonna do everything that freaky little nature boy tells you to do, huh? Ow! Jesus, lady! Ow!
You're a funny man.
Okay. Good. See? No death.
No pain. Hmm?
What is that?
I don't know. What did you do to me?
I did not do anything.
Well, I didn't do it. So you from around here?
Yes.
You wanna, maybe, take a walk? Maybe you and me?
If you wish.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We might need some of these. Here, save the big one for later, huh? So, you and this Adam cat, how's that working out?
Norman, Aunt Mary from Arizona is coming to visit us next week.
I never liked her. She's a drunk.
She's all alone out there. We're the only family she has. She gets lonely.
I'm locking the liquor cabinet before she gets here.
Norman doesn't have a very good relationship with his dad.
No, I don't.
Not so much. It's not like God and his son Jesus, because they were like...
No, it's nothing like that.
You need to go to confession and stop all this nonsense.
I don't want to talk about this, okay?
Bill, please.
Martha, he's our only son. And how does he spend his life? Flying around like a bat, biting people on the neck, sucking out their blood.
That's a vampire, Dad. I'm not a vampire.
A lot of people think that Norman's a vampire, which is weird, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, because he's not a vampire at all. Vampires are scary.
Well, I'm scary.
And then there's the whole blood thing, and you hate blood.
I don't hate blood.
Oh, Normie.
I've read about you people. I need to get my cross and some garlic. Or was it butter?
Remember at the clinic that time? And then they pricked your finger. Ouch!
They didn't give me any orange juice. They have to give you orange juice.
They don't have to.
Everyone passes. I didn't have breakfast that morning. They have to give you orange
You
juice.
have to pay extra for that.
We were having such a nice dinner.
I think that his mom knows he's not a vampire.
I read your book, the whole thing. And in the first chapter, you referred to me as the Dark Lord of the Underworld, and your mother as the bitch he raped in hell.
Oh, Bill, you take everything so literally.
Is this how you view your parents?
I wasn't talking about you. I was referring to my spiritual parents.
We did not adopt you.
You're a lunatic. Do you realize that? You were completely off your nut. Will you please stop this crap?
Why? What are you gonna do? Zap me with your ray gun?
What the hell have you been reading?
It's more like Homer and his son Bart.
I don't...
Oh!
I've seen those outer space movies. What was the one we saw the other day, Martha?
Sex sluts from Planet X.
Those naked aliens zapping everyone on the planet?
It's more like Archie Bunker and his son Meatball.
Honey, no, he wasn't even his father. He was...
Meat sauce?
What? No. What?
Did you ever see Happy Days?
I should have sent you to religious school. Those nuns would have beat the shit out of you if you tried any of that alien crap on them.
It's like Batman and his dad. I mean, if, Batman had a dad, it'd be like that.
Batman was gay.
What?
Wasn't he?
It was so funny.
Well, what's funny?
The reviews came out in the book.
Oh, excellent. Let me see.
Get Lou on the phone right now, will you, Margaret? Get Lou on the phone right... Lou! Lou!
Yes, they're here right now. No, I haven't told them yet, but I'm about to. Yes, I will. Have a wonderful weekend. Yes, kiss, kiss. Ciao. Chicago has just sold out of the book. The word is out on the street. We are hot. Now, Norman, here's the plan. We're starting a book signing tour here in Los Angeles. We'll be traveling to 50 cities throughout the nation.
Fiona?
Let's talk sequel. Now, I want you to start on this right away. We have to ride the success of this one because God only knows how long it'll last.
Fiona? Norman has something he wants to say.
Oh, well, what is it, Norman?
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm very excited about the success of the book.
He's excited.
It's just that, well, I want people to see me as the devil.
Uh-huh.
What Norman is trying to say is that no one knows what Norman is really like. We need an avenue, as it were, to let the public see the real Norman.
Ah, I think I understand the real Norman.
Exactly.
Hi. I just love the book. You have such an understanding of humorous situations and sarcasm. Did you study with any of the great comedy writers? Can you please make it out to Emily McCarthy?
Next. I haven't had this much fun since Midnight Mass last Christmas. Oh, make it out to Father O'Reilly.
That doesn't.
Get me out of this, Lou. Get me out of this now.
You don't understand the publicity we're getting. We visit 52 cities.
Look at me. I look like a goddamn cartoon character.
You fans love this. Who'd have guessed Fiona was right?
How could you do this to me? You, of all people, I thought you understood what I was trying to do here.
Norman, it's about showbiz. It's all about showbiz.
It's all about showbiz? Is that what you think?
It doesn't matter what I think. What's important is where we are, and we are right where we want to be.
No. Maybe you're where you want to be, but this is not what I want.
What do you want, Norman?
I don't know. Not this.
And that was that. Over in an instant. People out of work. I felt bad about everybody, but most of all, I felt bad about Natalie. I mean, she was always there for me. She was always my biggest supporter. So, what next? You move on, I guess. But what do you do with a resume full of lies and evil and corruption? Is there an opening on the Supreme Court?
He's still in bed.
How long has he been in there?
2 weeks.
And he hasn't come out at all?
I think he sneaks out when I'm gone because the food supply's been ravaged.
Do you suppose he might come out today?
He's been pretty depressed about everything.
How do you feel?
Well, I have to support him. I mean, he's my future husband.
Do you have any idea when he might come out?
Not really.
What about you and I run out for a couple of frappuccinos?
I don't like chinos. Bye.
It's been 3 months since we last saw you. What have you been doing?
Trying to find myself. I think I went through sort of a midlife crisis.
You fired your agent.
Yeah.
And what about your staff?
They all went on to do other things.
Let's see. Fred started his own internet chat company, Chat with the Devil. And Tim his own magazine, Underworld News. Margaret, she's on the talk show circuit. She claims to have slept with many of the devils. She calls herself the Whore of the Abyss. They all seem to be riding on the success of your book and of your name.
I wish them well.
Now that Haim is no more, what's in the cards for Norman Garnish?
Thought I'd take some time off.
Any plans after that? A reorganization of the company, perhaps?
I'll be back. I don't know how or when, but I'll return. I'll make my mark on the world the way it was intended to be heard. No more agents, none of this celebrity gig, no more book stuff. All this publicity crap. We might move to Connecticut, too, maybe. Get away from this star-struck city.
I am Satan, servant of Lucifer, the Antichrist.
You know what, Bub? You really starting to piss me off.
Hey, that does it.
Wait a minute. That's Paul. That's my producer.
Excuse me. Hello?
What's going on here?
No.
What did he do to
Lou,
Paul?
I know, I don't want to talk about this.
Marty, what are you
Lou,
doing
I
here?
told you.
Why is Paul dressed like this?
Right, Lou. And who do they want to play me? Jim Carrey? Really?
I told you I wanted to get a little fire and brimstone.
What about merchandising?
Oh, Marty,
huh?
he's dead now. Are you happy? He's dead. Paul is dead. You killed Paul.
My vein.
Yeah, you're damn right. There are hundreds of characters in this thing. Lou, there's Moses, Napoleon, Nixon. You're talking action figures, lunchboxes. Yes, I want a cut of that. And I want a producer credit. Okay? Okay?